Hey, folks, get ready to listen to the incredible words of Frank Turek as he asks this former Christian asks him questions, and Frank Turek defends God. Not, he's defending a doctrine. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Tony, why are you not a Christian?
I'm not a Christian. Well, I was a Christian at one time, but I ceased to be a Christian after I began reading the Old Testament, and it occurred to me that, for example, the witch example, if somebody told me they saw a witch, I wouldn't believe it, but when I read it in the Bible, suddenly I was compelled to believe it. And
So if Christianity were true, would you become a Christian?
Well, yes, of course I would.
Okay, so let's suppose that the Bible has errors in it, and the witch of Endor didn't happen, but Jesus rose from the dead. Would you be a Christian?
No, I wouldn't, because the only way I know about the resurrection of Jesus is through the Bible.
The Holy Scriptures.
Well, no, not necessarily true. There wouldn't even be a New Testament if Jesus hadn't risen from the dead. And there wouldn't even be a church unless the resurrection occurred.
Did I misunderstand your question? Did you say if Jesus was not risen, but the Bible wasn't?
No. Jesus had risen from the dead, but you can't bring yourself to believe everything in the Old Testament. You can be a Christian and think some things in the Old Testament didn't happen. You can still be a Christian and do that. I think when you're doing that, you're disagreeing with Jesus, which is never wise. But you can do that.
Yes.
So just leave that option open if you would.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. It's a good young man escaped the pickle jars of indoctrination. Let me tell you something. Quiet.
Using tomatoes. The skin.
Quiet. So Frank Turek is a Christian apologist, meaning that he apologizes for the God of Christianity. Like I used to do, but he's very much better at it, has more experience. But I had experience of trying to make it fit for 40 plus years. And it took the life of a loved one. I won't say who it was. They're barely alive now, but it took their mind and their soul, the candy-coated blood guilt cult. Frank Turek claims that if the resurrection of Jesus wasn't real, then the New Testament wouldn't even be here. What, nobody would write any fake stuff about a Jesus? Sure they would. Even the Gospels themselves disagree and contradict each other in parts. Though he'll make excuses for that. That's what he's paid for. And Frank Turkenstein is suffering from the Holy Ghost placebo effect. It's very effective. You don't know when it happens. But when you escape the candy-coated blood guilt cult, you recognize this kind of stuff immediately. Once you're set free, your mind opens. The same way they say, you don't understand. When you finally believe, then you understand. Then all the pieces fit. No, you keep making the pieces fit because you're afraid. If you don't have God in a box, it's a fearful thing. But doctrines keep God in a box for you, and then all you have to do is follow them. Like Frank Turek and the rest of them guys say. What a blasphemous thing to have guys called apologists, or girls, women, he, she, theys, apologizing for doctrines about God. God is either laughing or he doesn't care, or he's saying, what the hell are they talking about? I did not say that. I didn't condone that. And I didn't write these scriptures. Man did because of their perception about the unknown, trying to make reason out of it. So, as far as I came, when I came 40 years as what I thought was a Christian, what I believed to be doing God's will. 12 years ago, I escaped the candy-coated blood guilt cult. Why? The same way this kid, if you read this whole thing, he read the Old Testament when he was starting to get serious about God. I went all the way back to the beginning, and as I'm reading through the Old Testament, and here I'm a real Jesus-y guy at that time, it didn't make sense. That's Jesus. Wait a minute, where's Jesus at here? Oh, they'll make him up for you, though. Oh, Moses, the tent of meetings, and all those satanic blood sacrifices of the animals, that was all pointing to Jesus. No, it wasn't. It was pure superstition because that's how people believed back then. If you killed something, God would spare you because that God liked things being killed. hurricanes, storms, they didn't have an explanation. God must be angry. So you give him a sacrifice to please him. No joke. That's how that mind worked back then. You didn't have anything else. Now you got people with your phone still being superstitious. I mean, it's one thing to wear your lucky shirt, but when you think you got to kill things because Moses is, how am I going to get them to believe me? Tell them that the Lord told you. Yeah, we need to take all these animals and kill them and do particular things. And if you want to be a priest, you got to have this initiation. I'm going to put, first you have to kill something for me, kill the bullock. I'll give you a bath, you guys, and I'm going to put blood on your big toe and your right thumb, right big toe, right thumb, and your right ear. Now you get to do the goat leg wave offering. Why? Because God told me he likes it. And he'll bless you if you do it. You'll get good crops, you'll get good offspring, have good sex. You'll have fertility in your woman's wombs. They'll blossom. Oh, yeah, you'll destroy your enemies. God will hand them over to you while you go out there and fight and get killed, of course. And kill other people. How ridiculous. This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to. The God, because people, it doesn't make sense to people, so they need these special Frank Turek, skip the commercial.
Leave that option open if you would.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
They need these special apologists.
I like Tony. I like him. He reminds me of myself, actually, when I was going through.
He woke up.
And
You didn't.
Yeah,
I need my glasses now.
And,
hold on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his questions he even brought up were very similar to the same things that I was
There,
struggling
now we
with.
have similar glasses.
However, I think there's some distinct differences, and I think there's actually some insights to what's really going on with Tony underneath the surface.
What's
Like
really
anything,
going on is
anybody,
Tony escaped
there is what
the
we are
candy-coated
saying,
blood
outward
deal cult,
projection, and then there's
and
stuff underneath the
you
surface.
didn't.
So towards the end of the discussion, they kind of get into
You
the
are
random
deceived.
intricacies of like Bible prophecy and
Oh,
this prophecy
Dan.
didn't come true and this prophecy blah blah.
You're
blah,
so
blah.
messed
And
up.
I
You're so
actually
messed up, man.
think those
And then
aren't as
that's the
important
story
as
of
Twitter's
Apologist,
making it out
folks.
to be.
Read the Holy
I think
Scriptures
the
for them by
crux of
yourself.
his
May the
problem
pickle
or
jars of
his
indoctrination
issue with Christianity
be broken.
really
If
stems
you
from
read it for them by
about,
yourself,
the first
this here,
half of their discussion.
without
This, of
any
course, is when
apologist
Tony's
or
asking
person telling you what it's
questions
supposed to be
about the
mean,
witches, about giants,
you will be
and
set
then
free.
even when they get into the idea of proof, one interesting thing about proof.
Proof? Yeah, what do you
for a
need
person
proof
like
for when you
Tony,
got
man,
faith
who
in
I've
what
seen
other
this
men
happen
are
with,
telling you to
like
believe?
Dr. Turek talks to them, the
Idiots.
question inevitably comes to, well, okay, what is your standard of proof? And what would it take?
Frank Turek is your proof.
I can't tell you
Idiots.
how.
Did anybody wake up yet? Or are you still afraid? Because you got to keep God in a box just the way the man told you. More videos like this to come. 40 years it is. I got lots more. As long as I'm still here. God's going to get you. Now, God is not going to get me. God's getting you already if God exists for your blasphemy. Saying what he, she, they is at. What it is. Your minds have been taken by the one-eyed farmers and their elves. You've deceived yourselves.